Howdy team. So I'm going to go over how to install the project with Visual Studio Code. Hopefully this goes all according to plan. I haven't done this in a while, so it's going to be my first try. So hopefully I can do it in one take. Okay, sweet. So first we're going to open up a folder. Desktop. I got to go to my folder I want to put it in. I'm going to put it in here in a project. Sweet, so we got our welcome, I believe, to bring up, control tilde brings that up. So I'm in PowerShell. Hopefully this, I don't need like admin features. Come on guy, resize. Yeah, sorry, my computer's crapping out. Okay, so first thing you need to do is make sure you have Node.js, and I believe there's some plugins too for it. Let's go over that real quick. So I got all kinds of crap. Extensions. Just give you an idea on what I have installed. It doesn't actually tell you what. So you want this debugger for Chrome. We're probably going to move to Docker, but that's all later. I just want to make sure I don't have something in. Oh, that was everything I had installed. So I got quite a bit installed. If you want to run through what I got, I don't expect you to install all this stuff. I kind of install quite a lot because I'm crazy. But we'll just look at the node-specific stuff. I don't think there's any node-specific stuff we need. I got the node debugger, and then that's it. That's all I got. So I don't think you really need anything other than that. All right, so we won't cover any of that. So make sure you get node though, because this is you need to be able to do the npm commands, and that's what npm is, that node package manager. So once you install that, then you'll be good to go. Now we can run through all these commands. So basically, we're going to do all this stuff. It's going to be really simple. So npm install. Whoops, no. Problem with that, we need to first get this thing. So git clone the project. Yeah, that's right. So npm is going to look for the package.json, and that's without that you don't really have a project. So cd haul thruster database. So now we're in this project structure. So now we do npm install according to this guy. Okay, so I'm getting these issues. This is my computer specific stuff, but if you guys run into this stuff, it's because I'm having issues with permissions, and that's kind of what I was running into before. To fix that, the way I have to do it, every computer, if you're using Linux or whatever, you'd use that sudo. But so I just turned it into a administrative command prompt. So I'm not going to use this. I'll use this for everything, but for actually manipulating the project directory, I got to use this. So npm install. Let that go. Where is the thing? I'd also highly recommend you burn through a quick tutorial on Node. It's really easy, but without knowing what the package.json is, it can be quite a mess. And then also there's tons of configurations that we can run, and scripts you can actually run through this thing too. I use a lot of scripts for my stuff. This stuff is pretty important for testing and doing. You can run a file that can then create files and move things around, and like any other scripting, I think bash is probably, or bash scripting is probably the closest thing to this. This is really helpful for getting the project exactly the way you want it. So that is still going. Yeah. For instance, I was doing like a client server game thing that required both files of the common files between both of them. So I'd run a script that copied those common files to each the client and the server directories, so then they can run them themselves. But those are common between both those separate packages. So you can do pretty much anything you need to do, but it requires you to kind of learn the scripts. That's like advanced node stuff. I was playing around with it. It's pretty helpful when you're in a pinch. So this is installing all these dependencies and stuff. So TypeScript uses extra. That's what these @ symbols are. That's the type definitions. So you use these definitions to type out the language. I don't know if there's any. Yeah, there is. Main. I don't know what any of this is. It's Vue specific code. Index.ts. These are just routes, make you move around. You know, I'm not really even seeing why they needed TypeScript. Does Vue use it? So see how there's no syntax highlighting? We'll probably need a Vue extension within Visual Studio Code to get this syntax highlighting, which is fine. Oh look, Visual Studio Code's already telling me, do you want the extension? Yeah, go ahead and install it. Look, extension for it, bam. Good to go. We're still installing though. Yeah, we want that Vue extension. And if for whatever reason it doesn't come up automatically for you, I'm sure you can find it in the extensions. I don't even think I should be installing these simultaneously. But I'm a crazy man. Please work. Installed. So let's go look at that stuff. I'm going to put this off to the side so I can watch it. Whenever that's done, I'll go back to it. Sweet, we got syntax highlighting. K0. Sweet. I have no idea what any of this stuff is. It looks like it's called a template, so I assume that it's reusable to some degree, kind of like React. I'm probably going to need to do a tutorial on Vue, to be honest. I don't know what any of this stuff is. Flex, vFlex, layouts, containers. Yeah. Good Vue code. Gonna need to learn. Some learning involved. Button groups, components. That looks like it doesn't need to be in there. Main Vue. Axios. I believe Axios allows you to do these HTTP response or stuff. That's what Axios is. That's a package right here from Axios. The cool thing that you can do, you can look at all these node packages. Node. You don't even need to spell it correctly. You can type in Axios. Axios. This is everything about Axios. How to install it. A simple, use case for it. Example code. All this stuff is found. You can find any package you want through npm. You can, if you need to, like, manipulate file directories. File direct. I don't think it's going to come up. FS extra. These methods that are included, such as recursive makedir, copy. Yeah, okay, so then you can look at this, read through it, see how many people are using it, how they used it, whatever. So anything you need to use, you can just search for it. Hey, that thing went away? No, it didn't. It's still taking forever. Yeah, okay, sweet. So, next part, after we installed it, we serve it. And this is says it automatically has hot loading, so whenever you change the project, so the hot loading, what that does, I believe, is that it looks for these file extensions, and if any of these things change, it automatically restarts the web server. So what this npm run serve is actually doing is it's starting a web server, starting development server. And you can have different commands for these. Those are actually using these scripts inside the node package. Serve, it's using that. Serve. You can also do build. Serve uses, yeah. Bloop. Bloop. Do unit tests, run lint, fixing things. I've never used a linter on. Okay, so it's running right now. We got an error. It's a TypeScript error. Then we got some errors. That's not good. So we can type that into our local host 8080. Bam, we got the project up and running. You view the database. We don't have any data. I don't even know where records are stored. We'll have to figure stuff out, but yeah, it looks pretty decent. You know, this is a good start. I don't know anything about Vue, so, you know, quite a lot to pick up, honestly. But we've got to start. I think we should definitely move forward with this project. They've got good stuff going on, so that's about it. Now to drop, so we'll do, I don't even remember how to close out of a, close. Oh yeah, Control C is how I do it. So now we should be able to just run it through here though. npm run. Is that the right command? Yeah, just verifying. So normally you do everything in here. You can also run a debugger. I'll help out with that, but I need to learn Vue first, I think, before I even attempt to try to debug anything. I don't even know. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna close this out. Hope this was helpful. Bye bye.